Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today's Tuesday morning video is going to be a preview of tonight's Champions League knockout phase playoff round leg 2 game, Bayern Munich against Celtic in Germany. The game will be kicking off at 8 p.m. The game appears to be live in the UK on Amazon Prime. For those who aren't already subscribed to Amazon Prime, it does appear that there is a free 30-day trial if you subscribe on the night, and usually at the end of those trials there's no obligation to carry on your subscription, but do check the small print. I happily am already subscribed to Amazon Prime, so it shouldn't be a problem for me. If you're living in Ireland, it appears to be on Premier Sports 1 in Ireland Live instead. In today's video, we're going to have a wee look at the stats for Celtic's away games in Germany and also Bayern Munich's record at home in the Champions League. Plus, we'll have a wee predicted lineup and predicted score and one or two wee thoughts regarding the game. Brendan Rodgers had a rather boring press conference yesterday. Not much was really said. Main news would be that apart from the long-standing injury casualty James Forrest and the recent injury candidate Paulo Bernardo, Celtic have a full squad. It would have been handy to have Forrest and Bernardo on the bench, as they both can contribute positively coming off the bench as second half subs, but both are going to be unfortunately unfit for this match. Rodgers certainly has a couple of positions where I think there are a couple of different options, and it was difficult to pick up from his press conference just where he's going to go in terms of those selections. My predicted lineup is going to be Kasper Schmeichel in goals, Alistair Johnston at right back, Carter Vickers and Trusty as the two central defenders, and Greg Taylor at left back. There are a lot of people suggesting Jeffrey Schlupp would start at left back, and I think certainly that might well be a very positive move. I think he is that wee bit better in terms of defensive positioning, a wee bit better in terms of height and pace, and I think that could well be more important for Celtic early in the game. In midfield, I think we're going to go for Callum McGregor, Rio Hatate and Arnie Engels. Be very surprised if Luke McCowan gets a start. Out wide on the right, I'm going for Dyson Maida, and on the left, Jota, and through the middle, Ida. It was a wee bit difficult to know from Brendan Rodgers' press conference whether he was thinking of Kuhn, Maida, and Jota as his front three, or whether he was going to stick with Kuhn on the right, Maida on the left, and Ida through the middle. I personally think that Jota's probably at his best in this scenario, playing 60-70 minutes, giving his absolute all, and then taking him off to bring on a fresh Kuhn when maybe the German team are a little bit more tired and fatigued if things are going well for Celtic. It does leave Celtic just that wee bit sparse on the bench. We do have players like Yang and Kuhn to come on, Luke McCowan in midfield. We do actually have good defensive backup, but in terms of another goal scorer to come on, it looks like Johnny Kenny would be our only real option. Although, of course, swapping Dyson Maida into the middle for the last half hour or so against Bayern Munich worked really well last Wednesday. Just looking at the stats before we come to the score prediction, the Celtic don't have a terribly good record against German clubs in Germany. Celtic have 3 draws and 12 defeats in 15 away games in Germany in European competitions. Bayern Munich are unbeaten at home in the Champions League for the last 20 games, and Bayern Munich against Scottish teams playing in Germany have 7 wins and 3 draws. So in essence, Celtic have never won away from home in Germany, and no Scottish club has ever won away from home in Germany. Bayern Munich, 20 unbeaten at home, which is currently the best record for an unbeaten home run in the Champions League, and it's Bayern Munich's second longest ever Champions League undefeated record. Celtic have been eliminated the last 9 times they've gone into the second leg of a European competition, second leg behind on aggregate. So that's not a good omen. Celtic have been eliminated all 7 times. They've gone into the second leg away from home behind on aggregate, and the only wee crumb of comfort is in 1992-93. Celtic did come from losing 2-0 away from home against Cologne to winning 3-0 at Celtic Park, and so going through on aggregate, but that was importantly where the second leg was at Celtic Park rather than away from home, and so clearly there aren't terribly many good omens for Celtic winning in Munich tonight. However, it's also important to remember just takes 1 goal and Celtic are back level on aggregate. So my feeling is that the cards and omens and everything is kind of stacked against Celtic. I think the most likely result tonight would be a draw. I think Bayern Munich might well be a wee bit more careful and shutting up shop this evening, rather than the more attacking way they took on the first 45 to 60 minutes at Celtic Park. I think Celtic, if they do hit Bayern Munich fast and early, like we did at Celtic Park, where unfortunately the goal was disallowed, I think if we do get ourselves back on an even level with them at 2-2 on aggregate, I think then the game is very much open for both teams. And in terms of a predicted result for tonight's game, I'm going to go for a scoring draw, 1-1 or 2-2, and Celtic going out bravely on aggregate. I got the feeling from Brendan Rodgers' press conference that he was looking to be safe and strong at the back, and then try to use the times when Celtic did have the ball to attack in numbers and support each other, get the midfield forward, get the fullbacks forward, and have the 3 front players all as goal-scoring threats, backed up by the midfielders potentially shooting from the edge of the box, where rebounds and deflections, etc., can go your way. I do think the chances of Celtic winning away from home against Bayern Munich in Bayern, given the fact they're on a 20-match unbeaten Champions League home record, are low, but all the pressure certainly is on Bayern Munich tonight. They are the massive favourites. Celtic are a big underdog. I think there is a chance Celtic can win. I think they need to hit Bayern Munich hard to start with, defend very well, play similar to the way we did against Atalanta, defending in numbers, but this time taking 1 or 2 of our breakaway chances, which we failed to do in Bergamo against Atalanta a few months ago, where both Ida and Kyogo had chances to score on the counter-attack. Doesn't appear to be any other significant Celtic news at the moment, so we'll finish things off at that point there. Just as we finish, quick suggestion, encouragement, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do click that subscriber button. It does make me so happy, just getting 1 or 2 new subscribers every day. We're so close to the 1,200 target, which is the new target for me. If you have liked the video, please do click that like button. It does help with the channel getting spread to more Celtic fans and football fans, and also does spread Celtic videos more onto YouTube, which means there's more YouTube Celtic videos available. And do feel free to pop your own thoughts regarding the predicted score, the lineup, and how things are going to go for Celtic tonight. We'll be doing a post-match review video tomorrow, and so we'll say good luck Celtic in your game against Bayern Munich tonight. Goodbye and hail, hail.